Okay, so after 10 years, this is it, the final culmination, Oracles of the Void. 10 years worth of work of illustrating, writing, creating multiple series of lore, characters. This is everything. You can see I pretty much devoted a whole room to everything I would create for it. All the lore, the maps, the species, the races, everything down to like plant life, weather, natural disasters, politics, religion, astral gods and cosmic horrors, magic systems, different types of food, a form of monetary device, precious metals and gems, every aspect you can imagine in a world I worked on and created for this. If you're wondering where a lot of that lore is written, it's in these giant sketchbooks that I filled page after page of. You can see every single page filled with notes. This one too. I believe this was the original one that I started making the whole world in and everything like this. It goes on and on and on and on. Same with this one here. This is another whole book about all the different races and species. I always try to keep myself inspired just by things I thought would actually exist in the world. I'd keep a room full of that while I was writing and drawing, making my own miniatures for it, 3D printing a lot of them, drawing battle scenes and epic events that happened throughout the history of the world, even creating the whole universe that the world exists in. The only world that we actually talk about in here is this one. That's what my whole book's about, but it exists in this whole universe that I made of all these other different species on all these other different planets at different level of technology. On top of it, I used a lot of these miniatures that I hand painted. Everything you see here, I hand painted myself to create a lot of the sets and everything for how the world would develop and play out some of the play testing that was involved in the game world itself. Play tested for a very long time before I finally wrote this final book here. Nearly 400 pages of anything and everything that it takes to make the RPG Oracles of the Void that I wrote, illustrated, and made myself.